It may seem like a commonplace sound, but it's music to the ears of commuters. That's because after years of asking for it, morning train service during commute hours has finally arrived. The service isn't new. It's actually a shift in Amtrak's Pacific Surfliner schedule. Instead of late morning, the train now picks up commuters in Ventura just after 6 a.m., in Carpinteria around 6:30. Then it stops in Santa Barbara at 6:47, with the last stop in Goleta at 7:16. Up till now, the 15,000 commuters who come from the south every weekday have had two options: brave clockwork-like snail-paced traffic or shift their schedule.
I was leaving Ventura at 5 a.m. to try to get up to Goleta by 6 ahead of the traffic. It was a very early schedule at my work. I was leaving work around 2:30, same thing, trying to get home before the traffic. My employer, everybody else was 8 to 5, so it was a little uncomfortable for them. So this schedule now, I'm at work an hour later, which works better for the work hours.
But one thing I like about the train is that the schedule is predictable in the evening. Because the problem with the commuter bus, I mean, they're efficient, they're quick, point to point where I want to go, but especially sometimes the evening commute can get pretty long because there will be a traffic jam, and there's no traffic jam with the train.
The early morning train service is a reality because of the tenacious advocacy of local elected officials and the passage of tax measures, Measure A in 2008 and SB 1 in 2017.
Back in 2008, congestion along 101 was a major issue, and it still is. We are working on an HOV project from Ventura County all the way up to Santa Barbara. We're halfway done. But as an alternative, the train is an alternative mode of transportation. We want to promote people getting out of their cars, and so that was part of the Measure A program. And I got to give a plug to SB 1. SB 1 provided the funding to the state to provide half of the cost of operating this new train service. So without that, we wouldn't be here today.
The trains offer wide seats, free Wi-Fi, and plugs to power your devices, as well as a cafe car offering coffee, snacks, and even craft beer. And special fares make taking the train hard to beat. Commuters coming from Ventura County can get a 10-ride pass for $50 or an unlimited monthly pass for $150. That means if you commute by train 5 days a week, you'll be paying $3.75 a trip. Those coming from Carpinteria pay even less. And some employers are incentivizing commute by rail to make it even more attractive and convenient.
We have many employees that live in Ventura County and also Carpinteria, and this service will get them to work rested, right? They're not fighting the traffic on 101, and the city is paying for 75% of their train fare.
That's a huge savings. For me alone, I was spending over $250 a month in gas.
This community, I think, we're very alternative mode friendly. The employers have stepped up, and I know some employers are actually picking up their employees from the train station and providing them a direct connection to their employer site.
If your employer doesn't offer shuttle service, you still have a number of options to get from the train to work and back. For starters, you can get some exercise and walk.
I was commuting for 5 years, which I was sitting in a car, for my commute for almost an hour and a half each way. So walking up and down State Street and having that option has improved my health overall. When I get to work, I feel revitalized.
For cyclists, you can take your bike on the train, or you can reserve a locker at the station. Traffic Solutions is even offering a program where you can earn a free folding bike simply by riding the train. MTD is also supporting rail commuters with free last mile service.
So last mile service is connecting bus service from the train station to where people work. MTD is contracted with Santa Barbara County Association of Governments to provide that service in the morning and the afternoon. And we have 3 different routes, one in downtown Santa Barbara from the Santa Barbara station, and 2 from the Goleta station serving west and east portions of Goleta. If you have a valid Pacific Surfliner ticket, it's free. And that's actually the case for all of our services on any day. If you have a valid Surfliner ticket through the Transit Transfer Program, you just show your valid train ticket to the bus driver and you ride any of our services for free.
However you make your connections, taking the train for your commute instead of the freeway has tremendous environmental, economic, and quality of life benefits.
Those are all win-wins for all of us, getting people off the roads, off our major highways, as well as our local roads, reducing congestion in the morning hours and in the evening. And it also reduces our need for parking.
One nice thing about the commuting time is I have some downtime to kind of sit there and snooze or do other things. It's not only, if I'm working a long day, coming home at night, there are times when I have to slap myself to stay awake, so it's safer.
We've just been relaxing, enjoying the ride. Yeah. I mean, when we have been leaving, we haven't seen the traffic backed up. We're like, haha, we're not there.